Nez is one of Circus Extreme's freestyle motocross riders, or FMX for short.
I only started doing freestyle, like all the tricks and stuff, 4 years ago. So I've not been doing the freestyle that long in comparison to the racing.
And was that a very different thing as far as nerves are concerned?
Yeah, completely different. Because when you're racing, you're not thinking about who's around. All you're thinking about is how fast I can go, lines and stuff like that. But when you're doing a show, it's just you on your own. You hear every little thing on your bike, you hear people, you see people. So it's completely different doing a show to doing a race.
When you took that first jump doing the freestyling, what did that feel like?
Scary, yeah. But when I first did freestyle, I was like, this isn't for me. I couldn't do it, I couldn't do the tricks. I didn't really like riding in front of people. I felt like it was too much pressure. And then slowly I started learning bits of tricks and a bit more and got a bit better and a bit better, and then I started enjoying it. But at first I couldn't really switch off the competitive racing side of it. I was always stressed about, I didn't ride well, I didn't do good tricks or whatnot. And then slowly I've just enjoyed it, and now I enjoy riding in shows.
Do you actually stop and consider the danger before you take it?
Yeah, every time we have to thoroughly check everything. It's not just a case of turn up and ride. I know it looks a bit like we turn up and ride, but yeah, we've weighed up everything.
In Brighton, Wayne and Nez are checking out the takeoff ramp. There is a small issue which is giving the lads cause for concern.
It's just going uphill all the way to the ramp. So when you're going uphill, instead of your ramp being flat, it's more lips up at the front. So it means you just goes higher, but then you don't go as far because you're going higher. So then you've got to adjust your speed, but then there's no speedos or...
So are you going to do a run through that this afternoon?
Yeah, that was the plan, at 11.
At 11?
Yeah.
Good.
That's the plan. Yeah, so we're just going to have a quick look. As soon as they're all built up, we'll have a little ride this afternoon.
Though the guys seem relaxed about it, this situation is more serious than they're letting on.
Yeah, there's literally me, Wayne, Veal and another rider, and then that's all that would really come and ride this now, because the gap's set at the full distance and you're going over them. If someone hadn't ridden it and come in to ride, I don't think they would, to be fair. It's a bit scary. Obviously, normally we can see the landing through the ramp. You can see where you're going, but when you look through, all you see is the globe, and you just hope your speed's right.
Wayne volunteers to go first, followed by Nez, then Danny.
Mate, I was shaking like that. I was like, oh, maybe doing
I'm fucking glad you went first. I hate that. As soon as I see someone greasy, I just go, right, I know I'm doing it. It's right, just that first jump, no matter where you are, is always horrible. First jump's just
sucks.
Yeah, as soon as you jump it and you get to that halfway point, you know you've got it, then you just relax in and it feels like normal again. So, but yeah, first jump's always not very nice. Sorry, let Wayne go first.
Yeah.
With practice over, time's come for the first show. But all is not as it should be. Despite all the checks by the riders and the staff, something extremely serious has been overlooked. A winch line with a metal weight on the end has not been fully withdrawn into the ceiling. The weight is hanging at exactly the same height as the riders are jumping. It is so heavy that if one of the boys should collide with it, the impact would be almost certainly enough to cause them to crash. Wayne narrowly misses hitting the weight with his head. Then Danny almost catches it with his foot. Nez is not so lucky. crew guys go to investigate. Meanwhile, the weight can still be seen swinging above the ring. Anthony comes to investigate and immediately calls an end to the act. Shaken, but fortunately unscathed, the riders are brought back. The finale takes place a few minutes early, and the audience are none the wiser to the potential disaster that's just been narrowly avoided. After the show, the gravity of the situation becomes apparent to everyone, especially Nez.
So I did a switchy, went like that, and as I come back, something hit my foot on the way back on.
Oh my god. Why didn't like stop your legs coming over?
Imagine you had put and then
you're swinging in the fucking air.
Don't say that.
Wow.
Don't say that. We're good. We're alright. We're alive.
yeah.
Like we don't look from here, we look from there.
Yeah, you're an inside.
And we see that thing like swing like fucking flying.
But did you hit it with your head though?
My foot.
And
So I did a trick and it was like this. And then as I come back, it just hit my foot as I come back over.
And I was thinking it was
So was it just a single wire?
It's a
single
wire. There
It's this
was-
one, I'll show you.
I felt like a
the
bar.
weight. Yeah,
because that's a big weight.
Heavy
Yeah,
weight.
When the guys see what they could have had a head-on collision with, it becomes apparent just how lucky they have been.
About the height of the higher than.
And the search is on to find out what had caused the weight to have been in the way of the riders.
I don't know a great deal at the moment. I think one of the roof wires with a weight on it from one of the aerial acts should have been taken out the maximum completely, and it hasn't. It's been sitting at half height. Nobody's noticed it, and it's clicked onto one of the riders on the boots.
Right.
And he's ended up pulling out. Luckily, he's made it to the other side.
Yeah,
Because I didn't know what was happening. Obviously, we can't see front to back. I've just stopped the lot. Stopped it from going any further. But luckily, he's okay. But that piece of rigging should have been, at that point, taken completely out of the way, and somebody's oversighted and left it hanging down a bit.
Like I checked it, Danny checked it, Oleg checked.
Well, luckily.
Yeah, look, we're alright.
Luckily,
Yeah.
it's your foot it hits.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the-
no, like if it had touched the handlebars or something like that.
They're thinking about
Yeah, I
that.
don't even want it, yeah. But yeah, we'll have a look at that when you sort it. Thank you very much.